Brady Ministries International is a nonprofit 501c3 organization. Your tax-deductible donations may be sent to the address on our website, edbradyradio.com, edbradyradio.com. Thanks, and may God bless you for your support and for your prayers.
Ed Brady.
Still bless him. That's just a difference in where you are with the Lord and where you stand, and everybody's at a different level. So as you start to learn, you go, wait a minute, if somebody stole that from me, it's not the person in him, it's the Satan has talked to him to take something back away from you. So what it has is God intended for us to have that, and now that it's gone, the enemy talked him to taking it. You don't blame the guy, it's just that that fear comes from the enemy. And when you do that, you just let the people know, gosh, we have to realize heaven has a court just like we have Supreme Court. Here's the way I look at it. We have courts we take to in the city and states and federal and, national. And what you do is we can take people for taking things from us, to court. Well, we do the same thing in heaven. We forget about that because God, is a king. He's a king. And so what we do, and he's a ruler. And so what happens is we can say, God, your word says, and I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to say, somebody took from me, and I just believe you're going to return it. I'm taking him. I'm calling him out, basically. I'm calling him out. I know who you are. I know what you did. And you're held accountable in heaven. And so I go before God and just say, God, this is what your word says, and I just do believe that you're going to take care of this, and I receive, 7 more people take his place, and I receive 7 times whatever he takes from us, that I know you have a way to respond, to handle that. So it's just really calling to test, and that same way if you're healing, the enemy's coming to steal our healing, because see, we are the healed fighting to maintain our health. Do you see? If you get a different perspective of it, we're not the sick trying to get well. I don't see it as that. I'm not sick trying to get well. I'm the well fighting for my health because the enemy's trying to take it from me. Do you see? And so that's why you fight for your health, and you speak wellness and health over you, and you come against the enemy because he's trying to take your health.
And you speak to the mountain.
And you're speaking to your health, speak to your body, you do that. It tells you things that are, and that it's finances, anything. So you have healing of finances, relationship, health. All of that has to do with healing things that has been damaged. I look at it all as in the same kind of package, and there's not just that I'm sick. If your family's not doing well in relationships, that's health. That's health. That's ill health. Because see, health is being sick is being ill. And you have dis-ease, D-I-S-E-A-S-E. You're not at ease anymore. You're not at peace. You're at dis-ease. And that's where disease comes in. It says if you're uneasy with yourself, it causes sickness. That's what it is. So we just look at that, and that's just another way to know that the enemy's coming in somehow trying to attack you, and you don't go after the person and say, that guy, because it's not him. He's listening to somebody else, and he's responding to fear. And that's why we have to know who is it who's behind the things that's coming against us. And that's why we don't attack people. The thing is we come at the enemy and take it to God and take it to heaven. And that kind of thing. Does that make a difference? Because it's just a different way of looking at it. Because God's kingdom is like the opposite of ours. It seems the opposite. When we're supposed to be doing, the natural way is to come and attack somebody for what they did. But God's way is go tell him and let him take care of it. That's what he's our protector, our provider, and our high priest. So if we can get those revelations, it helps.
Brady Ministries International is a nonprofit 501c3 organization. Your tax-deductible donations may be sent to the address on our website, edbradyradio.com, edbradyradio.com. Thanks, and may God bless you for your support and for your prayers.
Ed Brady.